by the fire and they get warm and then they come back and they sing some more. Doctor?
Come on, get a piece of this late night lover. You know, the one that swing dick like no other. I know I got the better things I need to explain, but baby, you know the name. And love is about pain, so stop the place, drop the order restraints. Sex life's the game, so back me down to the pain. I can't wait no more. It's just about a 3:15, and sure days I need. I got the big ballet, and I'm just outside the church, past the Palisades. And I love to see that ass in boots and shades. Slow down on the bed while I'm yanking your braids. Thugs down, you never thought I'd make you smile while I'm smacking your ass and fucking you all wild. We share so real. Who cares? You care, baby. Come on, get a piece of this late night lover. You know
chicks for that. Lay that ass flat. Never the one back in the gun. Got some other raw chicks for that. Lay that ass flat. Not even one. Show me your paragraphs. We laugh. Get you back before the right
Hey,
Yo, 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 yo. What's up, ladies?
what's up? What's
And
up?
tell me, it's been a crazy day. I heard of some crazy shit was going on. Not nothing to do with y'all though. You know what I'm saying? Not nothing to do with any of y'all, but it was crazy out there, man. I was just looking through my window, making sure no cars ain't passing by. You know what I'm saying? Check under my car, make sure ain't no bombs. Been crazy, man.
They say, what is it? Mercury's in retrograde, or like they say, Gatorade. Something
Mercury
going
and
on.
Gatorade.
It's
Mercury
in
and Gatorade.
something, child.
People always blame Mercury retrograde for shit, but I didn't know it was Mercury retrograde. I could see. I could see, you know what I'm saying?
You know, the internet said it, so it must be true.
That's a fact. Nobody that I know offline don't be on it like that. People be spiritual, but they don't be on it to with a Mercury retrograde and shit. Yeah. But yeah, it's been a lot of back to back to back drama on YouTube. What do y'all think? You know what I'm saying?
I always hear it's bound to come at some point in time.
Hmm.
So it's like I kind of expected it, but not as frequent as it's been happening. I don't know. It's a little, I don't know, a little crazy, but maybe
It got
because I'm actually paying attention to it this year.
it got to be the summer heat. I think it's probably is. It got to be the summer heat. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe,
They've been
maybe.
back to back beef every single day. Shit is crazy. But I'm about to address some more other shit when y'all gone. We I want to talk about female content creators. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Y'all journey as female content creators, the ups and the downs, the pros and the cons. What do y'all say? Is it hard as a female content creator out there?
In comparison to what?
Comparison to your counterparts. You know what I'm
To the
saying?
guys?
Yeah, to the guys. Do we got it easier? Do we got it? How is it different from your observation? And not just easier and harder, like, cause that'll be kind of subjective depending on the type of content you do. You know what I'm saying? What do you think as far as like how do it differ?
I just think that there's like the expectations there is a little bit more. Um, the guys don't have to do as much. You know what I mean, to get support.
Wait. We already starting off on the wrong foot. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy. You co-signed this, Candy? This
I
is
can't say that.
insane.
Okay, so my journey might be a little different. Again, I'm a networker, so like
Mm,
I like to move around and I gather people in that way. So I wouldn't say that I had a really tough journey. My journey started to get tough as my voice got out there and I got more noticed. Other than that, like
mm,
I wouldn't say it was tough or easy. It was my success depended on my consistency. And so
mm,
when I realized that that was going to be the case, I just buckled down and tried to be as consistent as possible. Like I would have people reaching out like, "Hey, are you going live today?" Because Saturday is my day that I go live,
mm,
typically. And that made me be responsible enough to say like, "Okay, I can't do it this Saturday. I got something going on, but I'll catch you Sunday." Or I did it Friday. Like I would start pre-planning for that. So I
mm.
don't know if I could say the guys have it easier because I have seen like production value. I do. Um, I think these guys do a good job of that, and I'm trying to like learn a lot on the fly from some of the male channels with the way that they are doing their actual production. I'll put it that
Mm.
way.
To me, the two female content creators in our space with the best production would probably be Lucky and Princess Cammy,
Hmm.
the young girl. I
Hmm.
almost call her a kid, but she's not. You know, yeah, no disrespect. You know what I'm saying
No, I
Usher.
agree.
Yeah, her should be fire. She kind of switched up the AI shit early on. Her shit was different from like most of us, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I think of maybe when I say it's easier, it just seems to be like more forgiving. Like, they'll have the guys will have their little squabbles or whatever, whatever. And for the most part,
Mm,
they dissipate or they can be amicable. But as you can see with the ladies kind of saying and speaking their piece, it's a little bit different. And not
mm,
to say that it's one's worse than the other, but one is more magnified or paid attention to than the others. Because the guys that
uh,
do it all the time, they do each other dirty with the AI, put wigs on each other, put each other in dresses, like all kinds of
oh
stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We don't do that type of stuff, but they'll still be on panels together, and oh,
Cause y'all
it's
don't gotta do all of that stuff to be honest. Cause a lot of female content creators, if you look average to good looking, you in the good spot. Even if you, as a matter of fact, I can't think of no female content creator that's not like good looking. Even like look at like Lakeisha Keisha. She's a decent looking woman, an average looking woman. She's not reliant on her looks, right?
Right.
But I still think if a dude was doing what Lakeisha did, the same exact thing, I don't know if he'll get the same traction. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you get the same traction. I think it depends on the type of content. Like if it's more like, because to me, guys' content, it mostly rely on the personality and all that shit. But a lot of times the women content be a combination of personality and look. Like think of a pop culture Mika. If pop culture Mika was a dude, what the hell? She wouldn't even be survived. Think about that shit. What does pop culture? No disrespect to her, you know what I'm saying? She doing new content and shit like that. But pop culture Mika, like they literally use prop her up as like, you know what I'm saying, as the face. You know what I mean?
You know what, DJ? I have to disagree with you there,
Go
because
ahead.
pop culture Mika is basically Brandon Tatum.
Who?
Brandon Tatum, the
Who's Brandon
he's
Tatum?
he's a
Let
male
me look
content
it up.
creator who's conservative, and all he does is go against black people, and you know what I mean. They're one and the
I
same.
bet you he some sort he at least I bet you he at least got some sort of entertainment value. Let me look it up. Brandon who? How you spell his last name?
Tatum,
T
Tatum,
T. Oh, you talking about
Officer
Officer
Tatum.
Tatum? Oh,
Yeah,
come on, man. He's a
and see,
he's a police, so he got the
mhm.
angle of the police, and plus he's doing blackface. He's saying what white people would say, but he's blackface. So to me, that's like because blackface could put you on.
I
Blackface
feel
could
like
put you.
she's trying to do the same thing, but covertly. Instead of doing like blackface, she talks about the 93%. You don't think I know that she's talking about us?
Mm,
Meanwhile, trying to separate herself from being considered us.
mm. I know who Officer Tatum is, dude. I don't I
Yeah,
ain't too familiar with his content. Is he any good?
I have no clue, but I feel like there's always going to be some type of equivalent, but
Mm,
I don't know. It's just for me when I don't know, when I hear male content creators like saying like super ridiculous things or just things just to get shock value or whatever, and it brings in the views and it technically bumps them up, right? It's much
mm,
easier for them versus a woman who basically has to, I mean, if she's not doing gossip stuff, she has
mm.
to like sell herself out. You know what I mean? By trashing women in order to get the views and the traffic. So that's one, I mean, that I guess it's one reason or one way that I could
Put a
say it's a
pause.
little bit harder. You know what I mean? Or how you're affiliated. It's not, the stigma isn't there as much for the guys as much as it is for the ladies.
Um, I would say that looks and respectfully having a pum pum do give y'all a little bit of cutting edge advantage. Respectfully, I didn't had enough time to polish it up. You know what I'm saying? I had enough time to polish it up, but I do think that because a lot of I don't think a lot of probably with the exception of like a Derek Jackson, but I don't think a lot of male content creators got fans that is looking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I could tell that when Candy King came up, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I could tell that the niggas in the chat be salivating. You know what I'm saying? I could tell why they be trying to rush the LA panel. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they be doing that for the dudes and shit like that.
Okay, so but what about the women who don't cam up? Like until just recently, I never cammed up on my channel. It would only be like if I'm doing a collab with somebody who does a cam up. So
Mm.
what then? What would you? I mean, is it just the voice? Is it just connection
Or
to
the
a woman?
idea, the voice and the idea. The voice and the idea of the possibility of the pum pum. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all ain't look, man. Maybe somebody else should say, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know how that. I mean, besides that type of attraction, how else does it translate? Does it translate into dollars and cents?
It
Usually
could
not.
it could
It
translate to
could,
dollars
but
and
does
cents.
it usually? Or do people sit for the free 99 and just see what else she's going to do that they like? Whatever it might be. Maybe her rhetoric, maybe her voice, maybe I'm not sure what it is, but I'm not sure how else it translates because usually sexual advances in attention, that's usually not like valuable to women at all.
Mm. Wait. Attention is not valuable to women? I thought attention is
I
valuable to
said
everybody.
sexual
Oh,
because you
sexual
were talking
attention
about
is
the
not
boom
valuable
boom and
to
all
women.
that. Yeah, yeah. So
I would
no.
disagree with that. I would disagree. Remember,
Uh,
we did a show and a lot of women were saying they prefer a male boss. You know what I'm saying? Because a female is not swayed by the pum pum like a man is.
your
You know what I'm
audience
saying?
is not your boss though. Like,
Your audience is your boss, low key. Because
oh
they
why?
gotta, you know what I'm saying? They gotta pay you. They low key is the boss. Or are the boss. Let me use, you know what I'm saying? Let me grammar correct. You know.
I don't
What do
know how
y'all
you feel
think?
about that, Candy. Do you think that your audience dictates what you do in terms of a content creator, or do you think you curate and attract the type of audience that likes what you do as a content
That is
creator?
a crazy way to ask it. Y'all see that shit? That is wild. That's a crazy way to ask it. Why it gotta be
Hey,
dictate? So your boss dictates how you do, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's what it kind of sounded like the way you were like they kind of are. I mean, yeah, they could, finance you, in the future and stuff like that, but to what degree? That's why I had to ask in the way that I
Um,
did.
I mean, the audience is kind of like the boss because you working for them, you entertaining them, bringing information to them. So I would look at them as somewhat of a boss, but because the collective of them is now just one boss in the chat, it's just they all the boss. You know what I'm saying? The audience is the boss.
I
For
think I
most,
would. I'm sorry, DJ. I didn't mean to cut you off.
now go ahead. I was just gonna say for most content creators, the audience is the boss.
I think they have an influence. Like, for instance, if you care about growing your audience, if you care about growing your channel, you're going to listen to or kind of cater to what the crowd wants, right? If you
Mm,
are the type of creator who says, I don't care about growth and I'm just going to do what I do, then you will just kind of put out what you want to put out and people stay or they leave. It won't really make a difference for you. I've seen both of those examples in this space. People
mm,
who want to grow their channels, who care about garnering um, an audience that is like their people,
mm.
but also aren't going to just like, kind of not listen to the crowd. I mean, I think we got to not placate. That's not the right word. You got to have supply and demand. That's what I'm trying to say.
I think so too. And at the bare minimum, meet them halfway. At a bare minimum, like at the bare minimum, like meet the people halfway. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I shows
Yeah,
the AW said the drama pulled me into this channel. That's a shame.
and I'm not saying like, just disregard, of course, if something is like, obviously you're doing something that your audience likes. And, I definitely encourage people to do a little bit more of that.
Mm.
But at the
Yeah, I mean,
same
yeah,
time, you have your own theme and you had your own like kind of vision for this channel, right? So, and you kind of have semi like minds that have, found it and like it and
yeah.
therefore support it. So it's like, yeah, halfway for sure.
Yeah.
He shows the Stanley. He said the bare minimum is they meet you halfway. You see, like I'm an entertainer. So I'm like, if let's say we was on a stage and I doing a song and the crowd is not moving, I'm gonna tell the DJ to change the beat. Let's do a different song because I'm paying attention to the crowd. Look, man, I get it. Some people don't be wanting to do that. They like, yo, I'm gonna do what I want, and if they come, they come. I get it, but I don't got no message that I'm sending to the people. I'm just here to entertain them. You know what I'm saying? The message is gonna be different almost every time. I don't got one big agenda when I come on here as a content creator. You know what
And see, I think for me, my space is a little different because I'm a social commentary channel. So like we're having a discussion. If I
I mean?
notice that at the end of, the stream, people weren't really tuned into that discussion, I probably won't have anything similar to that again, but it's not going to stop me from having discussions.
Okay, respect.
Facts. I feel you on that one.
So let me ask y'all this. So that's kind of like some sort of pressure. How would y'all feel if like let's say you was doing content about red. I'm just gonna say kind of like what about like Sharon, right? Shows out to Sharon. I know he thought he bust a shot earlier, you know what I'm saying, but you know, it is what we are one big YouTube neighborhood. But like look at like a Sharon, how people saying he's changing his topic, right? Or changing his stance or whatever. I don't know if he's changing, but let's just use him as an example, right? What if your audience want you to do one thing, the majority of them, but you want to do something else?
I think you got to be careful. That's how you pigeonhole yourself. Like, while it can be good for you, I'm thinking specifically like of the BWE creators and
Mm,
some of them who had very staunch positions.
mm,
If you pigeonhole yourself into a set of ideas, then you don't allow yourself the opportunity to evolve and grow. And so, even as your real life views, even as your real life may change, you still have to placate to the same audience, and they may be 10 years behind where you are right now.
mm. I see what you're saying. I won't want to fall for that shit because that's like oh my fault, LA. That's like going
Mhm.
against your whole shit that you were standing for. You know what I'm saying? That's like
Yeah,
losing. I seen people lose themselves on here too. And what do
Yeah.
you mean? So that is different rules for female, male and female content creator, female and male content creators.
I can see.
I, I've seen
Mhm.
people reinvent who had large numbers.
Mm,
Yeah. I mean, I think it just depends on how bad your audience really rocks with you if they'll stick past the reinvention. Look at Princella. That's a prime example. She went
Yeah,
from men are incapable of love to FD's bonobos. Like, I don't know. I mean, and she still has an audience.
so
but
what
I
is
think she was.
Princella on? What is she on? No, is she like
These
against
women
Women
are
are the
something?
stupid and y'all
problem.
should have listened to men.
Uh,
Hmm. But I mean, it was a kind of like a progression, and she was always very transparent with her audience, and I think that that's important. That's why I was like kind of wondering. It's like if there is a change, I mean, does it come with reason, or like it makes me wonder why those people are gravitated to you in the first place because they can
mm,
control you, or because they actually like what you provide to the space. That's another tricky part because some people think that they can control content creators by how much they support, or in one way or another, or what they think is valuable, you know what I mean, to a channel versus what a content creator might feel like is even worth it, you know what I mean.
mm.
So I think there's a lot of things that kind of need to be, I don't know, like considered, like, yes, pay attention to what people will want, especially if it gets a good response. I think that's the best indicator, versus paying attention to individual comments or whatever. Just look at the numbers, look at the trends,
I see what
look
you're
how much
saying. The
engagement,
in, the individual, like if 20 people watching you, you can't please 20 people. Ain't no way. That is crazy. But I would say like the general temperature or the chat, like day one supporters, what they might be advising you. I don't think they got full control, but I think the audience got 50% and you got like 50%. Or like let's say like 40 and YouTube got 20% or some shit like that. But they do share some sort of influence over your channel. You know.
Let, Can I ask a question? What do you think about the people who say that some of these audiences are there just to trauma bond? Like the creators built up their space off of a bunch of hurt people coming
Mm.
together to bond essentially.
I see that a lot over here. You know what I'm saying? Especially a lot of the gender banging shit. It do be
Mm-hmm.
some trauma bond because people might share similar experiences. Some people don't even share the experiences and they be bonding. But I do see it as a trauma bond over here. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of
Yeah, I
that
think
shit.
it can be for sure, depending on what type of content they're consistently putting out. Like, is it a CT type of situation? I don't know too many actual like content creators besides the ones that we frequent. I didn't get to
Mm.
travel around too much, so I can't really like specifically name people's names, but I just think that depending on what they actually push out on a regular basis, heck yeah, if it's like extreme on any type of extreme tip or
Mm.
super polar, opposite type of situation, like y'all said, the gender wars and whether it be race. I mean, there are probably so many different channels out there, but yeah, it's because they want that confirmation bias. They want, oh yeah, that happened to me too, type stuff. That's
They
all.
say what do y'all think about this comment on the screen?
Panelist, trauma bond. The chat is here for entertainment. Oh,
I see a lot of chat trauma bonding. I ain't gonna lie to you. I
right.
see.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree because if that's the
Yeah.
case, then that would mean that the content creator could switch up their content and the chat would just go with it. They
Mm.
wouldn't be crying about, how dare you, Sharon, that you falling out with the sisterhood, like they
Yeah,
would just
Yeah,
roll
it
yeah.
with
wouldn't
it.
matter. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it was
for the most part, I don't really hear, because trauma bonding means echo chambers. Do you think that, in y'all's opinion, do you think that there's, in general, do you think that there's more of an echo chamber or more individuals who don't mind pushing back on certain topics and thoughts?
I think it's more echo chambers. And in fact, I had a messy question to ask.
nah.
Our dear friend John Galt, would you say that his group of people are trauma bonded against like black fatigue and black people?
Yes, yes,
Facts. Hell
yes.
yeah.
But I do want to say I don't think I
Hi, John.
ever argue any more than I do when I host my own freaking panels. Like, seriously, I don't know what it is about me that makes people just want to. No, I want to talk about something else. I don't agree. I heard you, but I'm not trying to acknowledge it. Like, it's kind of crazy. I don't know.
What is that about? What is that about? Because I'm pretty sure that happened to you, Candy.
Where people just
Where
want to
people
come fight?
no, where people want to come up and run your channel.
Because that's what they think that they can do to the ladies. I'm telling you, that's
I
one, when I say that it's
Man, they
a
be
little
trying to
more
do that to the
difficult.
niggas channel too. They try to do it to the niggas channel too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not as
Uh,
much, but they try to
mm.
do it too.
No, well, if they try, they still will be more accepting of whatever response that comes from that content creator.
Mm. So you're saying they don't respect the response that's coming from the women content creators?
I mean, they will, of course, in the moment, but that means they probably wouldn't. And it's not really an issue, but that probably means that they're so sensitive about it that they'll never come back again. Versus the
I
guys where they'll feel quote unquote disrespected, or you guys might get into it, but they'll still keep coming back.
Mm.
But they will correct themselves the second, third, fourth time. With the ladies, they just like, she ain't let me do it. I'm not coming back, which is fine with me. But at the same time, it's like it doesn't have to be that way. It's
Yeah,
like
I,
that
I
shit
think
is. Go
I
ahead.
think
there's
when the
ways
more
like to
easygoing
have
you
it.
are, the
Yeah.
more that they try that with, especially like with me being a newer content creator, with people not knowing how I'm going to respond to it. They see that I'm a lot easygoing, I think, on my channel. And
Mm.
I've had men and women come up and just try and take over, and I have to redirect. Unfortunately, like I don't like getting into my like masculine bag or this my shit, but I will do it if I have to. Like, I mean, just don't take me there. I don't know about the response, or I don't know if anybody's ever like walked away and not come back. I at least try to keep it somewhat cute when I do have to shut you down. But I
Mm.
will say I don't think that the men, when I watch men, like especially when I'm here at DJs, when I see the men try to like take over and do whatever they do, I wouldn't say that they show respect after he shuts them down. I mean, they quiet down in the moment, but that doesn't mean they're not going to try it again the next time they get the
Right,
panel.
right.
Like I see them constantly keep trying and keep getting shut down. Like it is what it. People, there are a lot of main characters. That's what I say. There's a lot of people and their main characters in their real lives and their main characters, especially on panels. And then sometimes, especially when you get a bunch of people on the panel who are all fighting for attention, you get a lot of main characters. So you just kind of have to learn to navigate that, I think.
um, and Uncle ain't talking about nobody, man. You know what I'm saying?
So
The
no,
names is too numerous to mention. Um,
we'll wait for him later on when he wants to join the panel
hamburgers,
so he can drop as
man.
many names as he wants to.
Yeah, the lady's trying to keep it regular, degular. DJ is so passive. I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeesh. Well, I appreciate your temperament.
Yeah,
'Cause
DJ, you gotta. Nah, people be wanting to see a crash out. You know what I'm saying? They want you to be a part of the circus. It's like, man, what the hell? I be seeing what y'all be doing to people. I be doing it to them too. You know what I'm saying? I be wanting to see a crash out, but no cone head today. Now we gotta pack the cone head up.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
That's funny. And y'all say women aren't
Nonchalant.
funny. Reese is funny. Reese is funny.
Reese's not funny. Let me take back my laugh. Reese's not funny. Show so the Juju in the building. Show so the Juju. And we got Empress Carmen in the building. Been killing the AI.
Your audio is
Yeah, it sound a
working
little
bad.
choppy. It sound choppy. Big choppy. Oh shit. That shit
Yeah,
sound
it's
crazy.
bad. You out here. She came in with the alien speak, not for
Right.
human.
Right. And that's what Sharon said. He said, all y'all is aliens that be coming to this channel. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
He said DJ got the real file. You see what I'm saying? I'm about to talk about this shit after the show. Well, it depends how the show go. I'm not gonna sacrifice the show for goofy niggas. You know what I'm saying? If we got time, we'll talk about that shit. If not, we'll address all of that shit tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You know. Hella people hit me up asking me, yo, you better respond to this video. I'm like, man, I don't even get to see the whole thing. I see pieces of it. You know what I'm saying? I still gotta watch it out. But so far as
Mm.
I'm up to when JP hit the panel. But what's up, Empress Carmen? New content creator. But I don't know if you make content, you know what I'm saying? You said she got a faceless channel. As a matter of fact, you could drop your channel to us, and you drop it in the Discord. You know, got some pretty cool AI stuff.
Okay, let me get that. You make content, Carmen?
Oh, it's The Price is Right. The song is The Price is Right. He said, who? Say name. What do you mean, say name? I don't even know what Unc is talking about, man.
I don't
That's
know.
what they say too. They say I'll be, you know what? Let me not talk nothing about that until after the show. Let's keep this shit content. Y'all see what happened to Kendra G and Tasha K. Y'all seen that shit?
Nah.
I
Kendra G
gotta
and
sh-
Tasha K? Nah.
Yeah, Tasha K trying to bury Kendra G. Before we get into that, I really want to save this for later, but I gotta show y'all this. Y'all see Young Pharaoh tweaking, losing his shit. Let me show y'all this. Young Pharaoh, man. I don't know if he's possessed or his drugs, but Young
I don't know, and I
Pharaoh
don't mean to
been.
laugh. I
What's up?
don't mean to laugh, but Kulu, right? He's kind of around the space sometimes. Kulu.
Kulu.
Yeah, Kulu TV, I think.
What do he look like? Or what does Avatar look like?
He's a light-skinned dude. But his avatar, it's like a silhouette of a man, but it has like a psychedelic like swirl in the middle. I had to send it to you. I don't know. But he
Mm.
covers a lot of young Pharaoh stuff. His his thumbnails when I was scrolling past, I was like, "What the hell is Young Pharaoh doing?" Like he definitely looked like he was tweaking.
Young Pharaoh is off them zesty drugs. Check this shit out. Nigga off the shits.
Damn.
All right, y'all. So I'm doing a reaction right now. I done broke my chair, so I gotta do it this way, right? Lil Fee might as well just come out the closet, right? So the shit that I'm about to show y'all right now. Fifth, what's up with your man, B? We got to work something out, son.
You know what? I'm about to fast forward to it because this shit
Is it
is
supposed to look like that? Oh, okay, never mind.
this shit is diabolical. This shit, as a matter of fact, parental discretion is advised. Parental discretion is advised.
Look at this nigga, y'all. Look at this nigga.
What is happening? What is happening? Why he look like? Oh no,
I'm sorry.
that's me and my homegirls like drinking wine at the crib. What you doing?
Hey.
Well, if this ain't some fun boy activities, I don't know what to call it. But we let it run.
Give me be quiet.
Oh wow.
Drugs, real.
Kids say no to drugs. Black men say no to drugs and cameras at the same time, especially.
And then
It's
he
a
got
bad
his tongue
mix.
out. Oh wow.
It's a bad one. Yeah, we could hear you. Your audio is, let me see if I could fix it. Let me see. Because I could hear you. It might be you on the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I'm on the laptop. But it seemed like everybody. It was like,
I hope it's not
Feel like-
OBS because people been saying OBS been slowing shit down in StreamYard.
This still shot is diabolical.
Yeah, I don't like the still shot. I don't like the still shot. I don't like the still shot. But this part, I ain't gonna hold y'all.
Wow, I did not see this. No. Wow. Get it sexy. Get it sexy.
I busted on you, bitch.
Really?
What we doing? So hold on. Wait. This the king of consciousness? Nah.
It's your leader.
Go
Ooh,
ahead,
child.
go ahead. I said go ahead, damn it. All right, well, go ahead.
We ain't gonna play no more. Rice M, this is one you a follower of Young Pharaoh. I shouldn't do that. My bad. I shouldn't even say that. But I think he's part of the conscious community. Keon, where you at, Keon? You part of the conscious community. You, DJ Genesis,
Hey.
all of y'all. We holding y'all accountable.
So was this the conscious stripper that Umar was talking about?
I hope not. I hope to God not. You know what I'm saying? I hope this is not the conscious stripper. Because
Yo.
Umar was actually tricking off the allegedly the school fund money. So that's not the only time Young Pharaoh is tweaking, and I'm afraid for this young lady's life. I don't know if she being held. Well, let me not say.
Victim FaceTime, right?
Oh, Waka Flocka.
I just told Waka Flocka.
She already like, yo, bro, why you got that camera in my face? I'm eating. Already, I could tell, like, she looking like, bro, I'm eating. What is you doing? What are you doing?
You see this no caller ID keep calling, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, didn't I just get off the phone with Waka Flocka, right?
FaceTime.
The rapper, right? FaceTime, right?
Oh, Waka Flocka.
I just told Waka Flocka. Waka Flocka just told me he believed in aliens, right? I just told
She
Waka
like,
Flocka.
nigga, can I eat in
I
peace?
shot a motherfucker in the head 10 times. Didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I told him that. I told him that.
Where is it going?
Drugs.
This ain't Young Pharaoh.
that nigga
This
was on
ain't
them
Young Pharaoh.
drugs.
This
The
is
face-
drugs.
the-
Damn, what?
This
Doesn't
is
he
the
look
face
like
of
This
drugs.
ain't
Phil?
Phil.
Don't he look funky?
I
Okay.
don't know who that is, but that ain't Young Pharaoh. Nope. Nope.
I just told Waka Flocka I shot a motherfucker in his head 10 times.
10.
Didn't I?
What?
Yeah, you
Yeah, I did. I told him that. I told him that.
Where it is going?
And I told him I shot a motherfucker in the face with the shotgun. I told him that. Didn't I tell him that? I told him that.
Good baby, you.
No games. No games.
Yo, oh man, my home. Oh my god.
Were y'all
Yo, he's-
scared? Did you
oh,
feel
my-
intimidated? Did you feel intimidated? Were you scared? No, girl.
No, not of him, but I fear for him, though. He seems irrational and like on some psychosis type shit.
He is on drugs.
Yeah.
That man is drugged out.
But you know, some drugs make people trip forever. Cause some people do drugs and they be hooked on the drug, but some people do drugs and they lose their shit. They don't even be themselves no more, even sober.
It rewires their brain, right? For some
Yeah,
people.
it seems too. Yeah.
It's
Just like from
sad.
trying it. That's what I'm just like, what else could have it been? Because like this is a total opposite of what he was. Total
Maybe-
opposite. And he was able to hold it together for so long. And now it's just like every time we turn around, this is like the state that he's in.
He probably saw something he wasn't supposed to see.
Ooh, child.
No,
I mean,
no.
we've been talking about aliens and all that stuff since before. So, I mean, that's definitely something you ain't supposed to be seeing and talking about. But is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm
So
talking
yeah,
about.
I think he be seeing them shit or
He
What do
be
you
seeing
mean?
them
Juju,
shits
don't
after he
stop.
take them shits. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. If he see them
You
shits
don't
as
know
a
what the
result
fuck
of the
he
drugs.
did.
I'm distracted. I apologize.
I remember he was locked up for mad long, and then he started fucking with them white folks soon as he came out. Cause even though he's in cahoots with some of them, like them dudes who be talking about aliens and shit too.
Yeah,
You know,
he said
tell
he
him
was abducted multiple times.
He said the aliens fondled with him.
This nigga.
I didn't know
That's
that
what they
part.
always do, right?
He did say that shit. Let me see if I could find a video.
Not find a video. Oh my
Not the video of the fondling.
No.
See, these niggas who be seeing these aliens, how come I ain't never seen? How come they looking for y'all niggas?
So you
Carmen,
don't
you
believe
trying to
in
say you
aliens?
trying to get abducted too?
Nah, I ain't trying to get abducted. No, I just want to see the shit. You feel me? Like maybe I see
I
it
done seen
abducting
some
another
lights in this
person.
guy. You don't want to see them.
You know, I be like, ooh, y'all. When he tell his story, I be like, I believe it. I was standing over there across the highway when I seen you get abducted.
No, I seen shit in the sky before, but I just didn't know it enough to say that it's an alien. You know what I mean?
When you see that weird formation, I don't know. It's just, you know what airplanes look like, and when it don't move, it just stays there.
But could it be a drone? Because I feel like sometimes that's our government testing it out and then not
That
telling
part.
us what it is because they want us to believe in the spooky.
This is like in 2016. I mean, possible. I don't think most people could afford drones back then.
No, I mean the government had the drone, not people. Like they're
I
testing
mean,
out new technology.
not for nothing, but I feel like there might be something out there.
You know, it's crazy. They know more about the moon than they know about the bottom of the ocean.
That's what I was going to say, my point. But I don't fully believe they did all of this shit because I don't understand how you can get somewhere you never touched, but yet you can't get to the ocean. You've never touched space, but yet you can make metals for the shit. But you can't make metals for the ocean.
Yeah, I do not mess with the ocean.
And show so the 18. Yeah, I'm like my worst nightmare is dreaming that I'm drowned in.
Thank you.
That shit is terrifying. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be scared of them. Free Willy the Arcas. Like when I dream, I used to have nightmares, reoccurring nightmares about shit like that. So the 18, he says, bring back black men from the 90s. Thank God I was influenced by some real ones. Khalid Muhammad is turning in his grave. That's a fact, bro. I don't think Pharaoh is on the pro black shit like he was when he started. I think he's more into the aliens and shit like that.
And the spiders. Can't forget about those.
I think
Spiders.
as a woman, it would be funny to take the Pharaoh clip of him twerking and put it to some music, and then that could be like the clip when people get too rowdy on your page, you start playing that, and it's just him shaking ass.
Right.
No,
They ask, calm down.
So hold
Yeah,
on.
we do that shit. People gonna unsubscribe from my channel.
That's why I said the women, for the women to do it, not for the men.
But y'all like seeing men twerk?
No,
Like
no.
exactly.
Just
Like,
funny.
what the fuck?
I like to see men dance, but not twerk. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a
Like,
difference.
like break dance.
No, like how they used to dance in them R&B videos.
Any
No.
type of other dancing, yeah.
Like air humping. You like to see a little bit of air hump.
No, Pretty Ricky. No.
Possibly. It depends on the setting.
Temptation.
Gee, when you mention air humping, did you see there's a video of a content creator. I don't know if he made it to TLC or one of these shows where he says he's addicted to air humping. Have you seen that? Yeah.
No. He's addicted.
It's a,
As he
That
got
nigga need to
problems.
get a hobby.
Yeah, he got problems.
I'll have to share it later. I'll probably drop it in the Discord. It's hilarious. I'm not going. Yeah.
This is Pharaoh saying he was abducted by alien. This might be the video in question, right?
Storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
I think so.
In the county jail. Walden
And it
rest
would
of
be
them.
this nigga to have him up there talking about this shit.
I don't know who the Pharaoh guy is.
He
That was
talked to
my
Tasha
mom.
K too.
Oh yeah. He's like
It's all
he's
over
kind of like a male version of Tasha K on a smaller level. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Well, he was a
Pharaoh
prodigy.
talked
Y'all
to
know that.
Tasha K.
Oh,
as
Pharaoh
well.
talked. I thought you were talking about Buddy
Yeah.
right here. You know what I'm saying?
No. Yeah, I know
Oh.
who Stormy is.
So let me ask you this in the Tasha K one, because Tasha K is gonna ask him the crazy question.
Hmm.
Did she ask him about the abduction?
Yeah, I just don't know if that was like a episode that she charged for, or if it was
Well, I'm
like
on TashaK.com. I need to cancel my shit too. That should be charging me. I don't be watching shit. You know.
yeah. So I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I just saw like the preview or whatever. But it looked like he was leading up to answering the question. He's so I don't know. He doesn't seem to have a problem with talking about it. That's for sure. And
It looked
Wait,
like the
wait.
interview got taken down.
hold on, and I think because remember when Nick Cannon had something too. I think he might have
Who?
talked to Nick Cannon, when he did
So
like
these niggas
the
is gay.
Oh yeah. When he was talking, when he sit down with Umar,
university and
and he
stuff.
and that Umar shit got him in trouble.
Okay, so hold on real quick. Side question real quick.
He went on a tour.
He said he got abducted by aliens, and what they do to him?
They fondled with him. They messed around with him.
Okay, so they play with his butt, so he's gay.
Cannon claims.
Well, you're not
Well,
technically gay if you've been raped. You know what I'm
He's
saying? You
saying
could
he
probably
liked it.
become that after, but
It
it's not
sounds
your
like
fault
y'all
if
saying he
they
said he
took it.
liked
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
But not only that, like supposedly gave him like all this information in order for him to just come out with, with his app and all this, basically the way that he got his house and his car and like everything. It was more of all the content. Supposedly they were supplying him with the information that he needed, so it wasn't just fondling. Doc, you so silly.
This man got some sort of psychosis, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what that sounds
I
like.
did
He said
find
he-
this. Yeah, I
Yeah,
knew
that's
Nick
the
Cannon
rules.
had interviewed him too. Let me send this to you.
Let's see if Nick Cannon asked him about the aliens.
He said they gave him a
I was abducted
download.
by extra.
This is too much. This is crazy.
Child.
Who is
To
this
me-
dude?
That's this
Wasn't
young
he-
Pharaoh.
Wasn't he like a? Because I never been in a conscious sector.
He used to
I
do
don't
lectures. He
Where
used to
I
do
was,
lectures
yeah, I was
about
like-
like
Sorry.
He used to do lectures about like spirituality, chakras, like you name it. He used to do lectures on all of that shit.
They had him at college campuses and everything. He was getting paid a lot of
Mhm.
money. He was a
Hell
Yeah.
big
yeah.
voice for the conscious community.
Yeah,
For
he
sure.
I
made a
know
lot
my
of
mom
money.
was watching him. That's the only time I would see him, but I would blank out like while she was watching this shit.
Wait, your mom is into the conscious
My
community stuff?
man. Anyway, yeah, my mom's a person, a character. She's hilarious. But yeah, she was. But she stopped watching them, so I stopped seeing them.
Let me play some more of this shit.
I've had multiple encounters. I've been getting abducted since I was 5 years old. But this particular one, the most important encounter, happened when I was in jail. I was in my cell, and I remember
Oh,
So
this nigga
he's
got
in a
raped in
so he
jail.
was in a cell, right?
He got raped in jail.
And the aliens right. I didn't want to say that, you know what I'm saying? But what you call it when your brain try to
Dissociation.
This got me fucking
dissociation
weird.
so to protect yourself, to
Son of a
protect
bulldog.
yourself from the trauma. That is crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm
That's-
trying. I'm trying real hard.
It shows her the auntie Miss Joy. She clutching her pearls in the chat.
abducted since I was 5 years old. But this particular one, the most important encounter, happened when I was in jail. I was in my cell, and I remember I had a detainer. I was bailed out on one case, but I had a detainer for probation, so I couldn't get out of jail. And of course, I didn't snitch on nobody. So there was no way I can get out of jail. I'm getting ready to go to trial, this, that, and the third. So I remember I told the universe, I was like, listen, I'm not even asking to get out of jail early or asking for nothing. I'm like, whatever happens at my trial happens because I'm going to fight it like a man. All I'm asking is that whenever I get out of jail, I get to live a righteous life. And when I said that, as I told y'all before, I felt this frequency come over my chest.
Okay.
And after that, I got abducted by extraterrestrials. And I was
Now, do you get abducted from your mind or your literal physical body?
Stop, Storm. I was looking down at my fucking body. My body
Why
was on
didn't
this,
they
in
take
the
you
room
out
looked
of
like a
jail?
spoon. It was like metallic. You know how a spoon
Why
was
didn't you
metallic?
wake
They
up in
left his
jail?
body, so they took his like
Oh,
It's astral projection.
yeah.
oh,
Right.
They astral projected him out of his body.
Right.
Now, do you get abducted from your mind or your literal physical body?
Stop, Storm. I was looking down at my fucking body. My body was on this. Listen, the room looked like a spoon. It was like metallic. You know how a spoon looked metallic? The whole motherfucking room was metallic. I put this on my kids. Put this on my dead homie bro. I'm not making the story up. I'm on the table. My body is on the motherfucking table, son. It's some beings around my body, and I'm floating above my body, looking down at my fucking body, Storm, like this. And I'm floating above my body, and it's a being on the right of me. And I'm able to like view everything except it's like some kind of force that's stopping me from looking to the right. So goddamn, boom, the being is communicating with me telepathically. And I kind of trusted the being because it asked me for my permission. And I noticed that. It's not like
you gave it.
they just
So
grabbed
how
me and
is
was
it
like, we
now?
doing whatever. Like they asked me for my permission.
Ask you to go or ask you to enter you?
Asked me to operate on me.
To operate on you.
And they said they was fixing me.
And you said yeah.
So
Mm.
yeah, they said
What were
was-
they fixing? What were they fixing?
Listen, at my 33rd vertebrae right here, right? All I can tell you is they was doing something to my nervous system, bro. And it felt like when somebody take two wires and keep tapping them. That's the best thing I could give it to you. Like it's like somebody was tapping two wires, and I felt the pain, but it wasn't like the volume wasn't high. So like let's say out of 1 to 10 volume, the pain at first was like.
Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think he's lying or y'all think he believe what he's saying? I'm not saying what he's saying is true, but do y'all think he believes it?
I think he believes it.
I think they put something in his prison punch, and he believes what he thinks.
Not the prison punch.
Yeah, I think he believed this shit.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he believed this.
Yeah, he was real specific though with the 33rd
Not
vertebrae.
enough to me. You tell me I've got abducted by aliens. I'm looking at my body. No. Where am I?
And how do you know when they connect two wires? How do you know what that feels like?
What that feels
Private.
like, right? What the fuck? Yeah. That had to be something you seen and feel because you could see what connecting two wires look like, but how does that shit feel? That you know what I'm saying? Shouldn't make no sense. I showed her the unky said E.T. took his rare. I'm just gonna say his rare, aka Eric Thomas. What is Eric Thomas? I
That's
appreciate
the
you
initial
for
instead. Okay,
Hope is
I'm
not
just
a
being bad.
Hope is not an adult star. You know what I'm saying? Hope is not. You know what I mean? Hope you don't. If you're not that, you know.
Like 2.7.
Okay.
So I'm psychologically communicating with a being, and it's a man, but it don't look like me and you. It don't
What
look
does it
like.
look like? What does it look like?
I couldn't see it all the way. It wouldn't let me look at it, and it was
How do
only
you know it's a
answering
man?
questions that were relevant. It wasn't answering questions that it felt was irrelevant. Like I asked it, where was it from? It didn't respond. I asked it, what was his name? It didn't respond. And then I asked it, like, am I safe? Are y'all trying to hurt me? They was like, yeah, they responded to that, like, you safe. And I'm like, what y'all doing? Like, what do y'all want with me? And they was like, we fixing you. And they said they was fixing me. Swear to God on my kids. And then they asked me for my permission to operate. And I was like, yeah. And then goddamn, as the beings that was operating on my body was doing whatever they was doing, the pain started just going up. And I remember just going like, and that shit started going up more and more and more. Then they paused and asked me, was I okay? I'm like, yeah, y'all can continue. So I kept giving the beings permission to continue all the way up until the pain got so excruciating. I just came back in my body and I came back to earth. So I woke back up in my cell. And
So you know the people.
Go ahead, man.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Now go ahead. I don't even know what to think about this shit.
I'm just saying. He said he consented to everything that happened to him.
So it's not grape. It was
No,
consensual.
it's not.
That's
Yeah.
what he
That's
said.
why I want to know how you knew it was a man.
Why are you
Oh,
like
coming.
this?
I mean, he was. I do believe something happened to him, right? And his brain is trying to tell him that aliens abduct him so he's not traumatized by it. That same disassociation thing y'all was talking about, I think that's what's happening. That's probably why
I
he's
agree.
drugged up, you know what I'm saying? And if you remember, he was a little normal until the last time he had go to jail. Then is when he started tweaking, he started being on this Trump shit. He started, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he
He could
definitely.
probably smoke K2 in jail. You know what's K2? That shit would fuck your brain up.
Mhm.
K2? That shit is crazy.
The synthetic stuff. Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, spice.
Oh,
Remember they
yeah.
used to, it's like potpourri. They used to, the shit said not for human consumption. That should have fuck you up. You know?
And it's going.
Gonna say, nah, that was LSD. Nah, he was just dreaming.
I never did drugs before jail. When I was on the street, I never did drugs. I didn't even smoke weed on the street. I just started smoking weed like 2-3 years ago.
I never did drugs before jail. You know what I'm saying? So after jail, he started doing drugs. He never did drugs before jail.
That was LSD. Nah, he was just dreaming.
I never did drugs before jail. When I was on the street, I never did drugs. I didn't even smoke weed on the street. I just started smoking weed like 2-3 years ago. I have not smoked weed my whole life. I didn't even smoke weed. Nobody in Buffalo, New York, the only thing niggas can say they ever see me do was sell weed, fuck bitches, and shoot niggas. That's it. You ain't never seen me do a drug.
Now listen, they talking about Storm. Understand? Listen, I've never been abducted by aliens, and I think aliens are spiritual beings. I just don't know if they're technically demonic or not. But that's more of like a Christian belief. But do you feel like those were demonic spirits? Like, what do you feel it was?
Nah, hell no. Whatever they were positive. And that
Okay.
shit, my life, that shit, nigga, I've been on my best behavior.
So
Storm.
the probe,
Storm.
Go ahead.
the probe propelled him forward to his best behavior. It was a
You saying he was-
positive experience
Mm.
and a positive turn for his life. Are we digesting what he's saying?
I don't know. That stuff sound gay to me. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, it do sound like some zest, you know what I mean?
There's nothing wrong with that. It's 2026. Be you, baby.
But I mean, if he's saying it's some aliens, it sounds like it's something he's trying to disassociate from, or would lead me to believe that somebody took it from him, and that is fucked up. Grape is grape, you know what I mean?
So why
No, I
would he say he
agree.
gave
I
consent
definitely
though?
agree.
All right, let's just, because we ain't professionals, right? Let's
Right.
say he didn't give consent and he got grape, but he's using disassociation, so he's not traumatized. So in his version of this shit, he did let the aliens do what they do. He told them, nah, you good, it's aliens. You know what I'm saying? It's aliens. It ain't no fruity shit, it's aliens. You know, who knows?
It ain't right. I ain't gonna say it's right, but shit. I mean,
I think he need. I think this man needs some sort of like
he needs some
professional
help.
help. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I can't provide that. I feel bad talking about this man.
Yeah, man.
Do you know how much crime I have committed in my life? Nigga, I'm being watched by the CIA. I've been investigated by the FBI. And I ain't gonna lie, the FBI didn't even know that I was who I was until I said that shit on the song. And I only said that shit because I thought somebody was coming to my house trying to assassinate me. Maybe they was, maybe they was. But I
This reminds me of somebody. I ain't gonna say no names. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga do need some help. You know what I mean? Nigga saying the CIA is after him. Come on, this nigga needs some help. Maybe these things happened to him at some point, but like DJ said, he's disassociated. Yeah, I think it's some version of it happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure aliens exist. I think you one of the aliens, Reese. You definitely. You got a big alien head.
I can say this. That shit, nigga, that shit turned me to a straight A student. And I was fucking niggas up. Nigga, I was punching niggas in their mouth in that holding center. Wow. What's up with that B shit? Wow. Like, nigga, I stayed in the box. So, nigga, I was in the box, fighting in the box.
So if he was giving it up like that, he probably didn't get raped. You know what I'm saying? It probably was consensual.
You saying you came back a better man than what they took up?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell
So
yeah.
so now the people want to also know, why'd you get the eye tattoo?
It's a sigil. It's a magic seal to protect me from evil and allow me to see evil as well.
See, I have no clue about that stuff. I didn't know, because a lot of people, they were saying, I was reading.
Yeah, sigil is like a symbol that got like power behind it. Symbols is sigils, like the dollar sign, at sign, and sign is like one symbol, but it has a whole bunch of meaning charged into the shit. But it's just one symbol. It's like a picture tell 1,000 words. A symbol probably tell 1,000 pictures or some shit like that.
Comments, it was after he got the eye tattoo, his life started falling apart. So I said, I'm gonna ask him.
People started talking shit. As soon as I got the eye tattoo, they was talking about, you dumb as hell. Why would you get that? You're not gonna never be able to get a job. But little dude, did all y'all know, bitch, I'm a millionaire. I don't need a job. That's why I got it, because I don't have to go to a
Oh, I didn't know Young Phil was a millionaire. Shows out to him. 18 said, the dude that's interviewed him, isn't he sweet too? Yes. He's one of the sweet ones. You know. But for some reason, I think like he don't seem uncomfortably sweet. You know what I'm saying? Because some dudes is like cringe, you know what I mean? It's like a little too much. But he seems like what's his name? Who be in this space? Jabbo. You know what I'm saying? Jabbo ain't trying to weird you out with, you know what I'm saying, his antics and shit. My fault, Candy.
Nope, you saved me from inappropriate joke. We're good. Keep going.
Okay. I shows her to Sherelle today. She said, which doctor you was modeling today? You got jokes. You know what I'm saying? Don't quit your day job. I need to download a cricket. I need to download crickets for when Sherelle thinks she funny and shit. You know.
job interview, motherfucker. I'm a CEO and a banker, asshole. But long story short, boom. So yeah, I got abducted. Now, where am I at in this story? Yeah, so coming back.
You got abducted. You came back.
And it changed my life, bro. And I know and I started researching extraterrestrials even harder because I was already like, I knew who Aleister Crowley was when I was 15 years old. I already knew about a lot of shit. But when I actually got abducted my damn self and I could remember it, and it was like, nigga, it wasn't an experience where I was like, man, I think that shit happened. No, nigga, that shit happened. Like, I remember that shit.
Now, Aleister Crowley, that's the head of the Church of Satanism, right?
No. Aleister Crowley was what was this shit? The order. Wait a minute. Not the order.
Because he's known as an English occultist.
Yeah, but he's from overseas. He's from overseas. Long story short, he participated in like 150 something child sacrifices. I did a whole.
Yeah, Aleister Crowley done some weird shit. Child sacrifice. Because a lot of these people don't understand what rituals is. You know what I'm saying? They literally, like, look at this. This in the church.
Demonic shit.
In the church, every first Sunday, people do rituals, right? They do communion. They eat the flesh and they drink the blood, right? To it's like because rituals, you do rituals so you could partake in some spiritual shit, so you could either remember some shit, invoke some sort of energy, or whatever, whatever. Even your birthday, you blow out candles. You know what I'm saying? And you make a wish. You're doing a ritual, right? But some people, they so extreme that they literally gotta go and eat flesh and drink blood. You know what I'm saying? And in like spirituality, like occult science and shit, people who be practicing rituals and shit, you gotta use more your belief so you could do something that symbolize something instead of just literally doing the shit. You got to use like your imagination and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what like a lot of R.I.P. the brother Panic. A lot of shit he used to talk about is like the power of your imagination. All these other people, they trying to literally, like, they probably sacrificing a baby because they say it's gonna bring them youth, or that. I'm telling you some crazy shit. It's like a lot of primitive shit our ancestors did is because they didn't know better. It's not because that shit was like some shit. You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of what you just described is in those files. So
Yeah, them Epstein files, them people.
Absolutely.
No.
And that's
Unc
weird.
said
Oh,
this
go ahead.
dude a clear schizophrenic. He needs his meds. You got it.
No, but that was also like some of the stuff that Pharaoh would cover, like when he got into his political bag. Like that's how I learned about Pizzagate, and don't want to say too many other different phrases and things like that. But he was definitely in his conspiracy bag when it came to those different rituals and what was the other one? Dang, where the uh Bohemian Grove?
Yeah, he talk
Places
about
like
all of
that.
them shit. Yeah, the
Hmm.
Bohemian Grove with the owls and shit.
Yeah, so he was definitely up on that type of, oh hell no. That's why I'm just like, damn, bro, what happened? Like, it seemed like he had his whole, he was trying to build a team and, trying to really be on some other type of stuff, like, in terms of ways of thinking, because
Mm.
we know how dirty the
He
other
was about
side
to
can
he
be,
was about to do the same shit like Nature Boy.
Stop it. Are you serious?
Hell yeah, ain't Young Pharaoh had his own group? I forgot what it was called. Young Pharaoh had his own group too.
I don't think so. That's when his
Yeah,
baby mom lived
he
there.
had he probably had like
Babies.
they went to an island and shit, but his whole then somebody sued him for the name. His whole shit was called SOS something. But then somebody sued him because they had the name before him and it's an actual business and he had to change that shit. But I forgot what all of them was trying to farm different virtual or physical cults. Um
Damn.
Polite shit was called oh fuck. What was polite shit called? Polite had his shit. Nature Boy, his shit was more culty. His shit was he didn't give a fuck. He's like, we about to leave America. We about to go over here, and you ain't got no help. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to isolate you from everybody. But
Yeah, that's
yeah,
crazy.
the niggas try to isolate you from other sane people, so that insanity start becoming contagious. Everybody start buying into that shit.
Yeah, see, I
What do
don't
y'all
know
think
none of these
about
people.
people? What do y'all think about people who join them shits? Who's so easy for them to join that shit?
Well, I mean, if you pay attention to the actual like the documentary itself, they just either had a lack of direction. Some of the people like they were just like fresh out of the military. It was matter of fact, Aaron, one of the light skinned guys that actually testified against like Nature Boy in the actual like trial and all that stuff. He had just got out the armed services and he wanted to belong to something. You know what I mean? Like he missed the routine and not that just specifically, but he really identified with like the whole vision and just I guess everything else. But those people were breadcrumbing them. They were. You know how it is when people get a personal shout out from
Mm.
you, you know what I mean, as the content creator to somebody who's in the chat and they start feeling a little bit more special and they feel a little bit more attached. And it was a lot of different things. So I'm not sure exactly like, to pinpoint it, but it's always something that people are either looking to belong to or something to that effect when they join these
I
type
think
of
so too. I think so too. You know what I'm saying? I'd imagine a lot of these people be from out of town. Wherever they join the cult at, they probably ain't from there. Unless the cult got deep roots in that area. But a new cult, I think they gotta grab people from all over that don't got no groups and people who feel like outcasts and isolated and shit.
I think a lot of those people were running from their real lives too, because a lot of them
Hell
had
yeah.
kids that they were leaving behind too. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. That cult give them like a escape, like a way out. Get them like a new family. Cause some people make themselves believe that shit. Cause a lot of that shit don't be believable. But some people literally make themselves believe that shit. That shit is crazy.
Is that your
Let me switch it
audio?
up from this. For my audio.
Yeah, did
Is
he
it
freeze
bad?
up a little bit? Was that me?
Did I freeze up? That's probably you.
Okay.
I don't see an audio or hear an audio issue on either side. I don't see it.
DJ Sim Doctor, you don't have a clue what you're talking about. Worry about Jamaica, you damn tether. Better luck next time. That one did not hit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel that one. Let me
some
pull up
water.
something. Yeah, that person definitely needs some water. That person need holy water, actually. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I want to pull up the Tasha K shit with what you call it, Kendra G, and let's get out of this young Pharaoh shit.
Kendra G.
Wait. Joining a cult in 2026 is batshit crazy, especially when you giving up money and doing weird sex stuff, thinking a nigga with a GED is a prophet. I'm telling you. I've seen it work.
Hey besties, welcome back to my world.
Let me paste this link too, actually, because I seen Tyranny and somebody else.
Yeah, where's she at? She asked for the link, right?
Yeah. Post this. Let me play this Tasha K shit. Let's see what this is. Somebody send this to me.
She made our tour. I had some information on her during our last tour, and I graced her. I gave her grace. I didn't want to put it out, while she was with the scammer, So I took it on tour.
Uh-oh.
I took it on tour. She came for me. I didn't even
So
come.
she's alleging that Kendra G was dating a Nigerian scammer. And she did put his face and all of that on her channel. She actually put the man on blast. Crazy.
For her. She came for me. But why is Kendra G here? Simply because I know her business. That's why.
Wait a minute.
Okay. And so I saw her and Truth Hurts on.
Go ahead.
Did she say she came from me or came for me? I missed that.
Came for her.
Okay.
And Kendra G did come for her. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what was said, but it was going at each other.
On the Essence stage. Now, I'm not going to tell you what the comments were. I think, it was a great thing that people from social media, even though she comes from radio, made the Essence stage. But, I just wish that Essence would just do a little bit more homework before they start putting these people in y'all face, because it says 1 million on Instagram. But when you look at the views, or the truth behind the views, like, it just doesn't make any sense. And so, Truth, when I saw him and Kendra on stage, I said, oh, okay, this is interesting. Jasmine, you got the clip?
Let me put it on the full screen.
Because working women that literally do make $800,000, literally does have her own home. So now that's her requirement for a man. And if you go out and sometimes that man that matches her wage doesn't always select her in the men. I know this about a lot of women that have their own home. There's a chapter about and there's a chapter about she is successful, she's sexy, but she's single. And the issue with a lot of those women is they expect that for a man.
Man, Kendra G, I don't like this audio, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is bad, Kendra G. Let me see this shit.
Okay.
I mean Tasha K. I'm blaming Kendra G. It's Tasha K. Kendra.
Really, you
G.
should blame Essence Festival, because that's what we're hearing it from. They didn't fix is it reverb?
It's horrible.
Was it them or was it
That because both of them, I don't think it's the video. I think it's the sound of Essence. from what I hear.
Oh, so even if I look it up, it probably will be just like that.
And you can try, but
Yeah.
that to me sounded like the audio from the clip. But
What was the guy name? The something truth.
Truth something. I thought you said Truth Hurts.
Yeah.
Truth Hurts. Kendra G. Truth Hurts. See what we got here.
And hello to everybody coming in. Hey y'all. I see y'all up in DJ's chat.
So to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share. Look, we're gonna gotta do with this janky audio. I'm just about to put up the closed caption.
They come in and just get the beer, and it doesn't work like that. For a woman that gets a high outcome man, a lot of women are going to confuse leadership with control. These ways to come in and provide structure, and a lot of self-submission women refuse to activate when a man comes in the house and provides leadership.
All right, we can take them off. We can't even hear. Okay, so they were on stage both giving relationship advice. Man, I tell you, social media loves a good lie. It's like the bigger the lie, the more they support it. That to me is mind-boggling. But I just mind my own business, when I want to. But this here, I'm like, first of all, Truth Hurts doesn't lead anyone. His wife does, okay? And his wife is the foundation of that home, and she pays for him and his lifestyle, as well as the hoes that he spends money on.
Yo, Kendra G diabolical. Shows with a brony in the building, and we got Blue Jay in the house. We got Blue Jay too.
Hey y'all.
We got affirmative action over here. All right. This is crazy that Tasha K would put these people business out like this. This is crazy. How does she know this about these people, man? Reese saying it's tragic. This is crazy, man.
That's just even I don't know, even people like Wendy Williams. How are certain people so privy to certain information? It makes you wonder.
Private investigators, my friend. Private investigators.
Your people be talking. That's what that is. You ran your mouth, and the people that you ran your mouth to were trying to get a payday, and so they calling these folks up, offering up information.
Yeah,
because what TMZ do.
It just be sounding like I know these people, honey.
TMZ would buy a story from one of us. We could literally sell to TMZ because TMZ don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
And show so to see more something. I appreciate you for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you live longer by doing that shit. Oh, somebody, okay. Look like we might got better audio. Show so to the bro. Let me see. Okay, that's what's up. There we go. Nah, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, man. This is some biased shit.
Who?
This is one of these manosphere content creators covering the same shit. So it's from his but he do got better audio low key though. Let's see. I ain't even gonna say who this is. I'll make a wild guess.
From y'all.
MTR?
Hey, y'all.
No.
Not MTR.
I love that.
Medium
so I want to
man.
welcome you all to the dating reset. So as some
I ain't gonna hold you. He does got better audio than Tasha K. You know what I'm saying? God damn, Tasha K. We need to get it together.
of you guys may know, dating today comes with a lot of questions and a lot of opinions. So from dating apps and situationships to commitment and communication, it can feel like the rules are constantly changing. So today we're pressing reset with an honest conversation about what healthy dating looks like, what's worth holding on to, and what we should leave behind. Joining me are two people who never shy away from sharing their perspectives on modern relationships. Please help me welcome. She has a new show on OWN, Dating Download, Kendra G and Truth Hurts.
Oh, congrats to Kendra. I didn't know about that.
What about her app?
No, she got a new show on OWN, on Oprah's network. She has a TV show now.
Oh, damn. I did not
Dating
know
Down.
that.
That's what she just said.
You
I
gotta
didn't know
look that shit up. Let me see.
I don't think Oprah owns that anymore, but
I don't think Oprah owns OWN?
No. When that list hit, baby, you know she was on it. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all can do better than that. Essence Fest, how y'all feeling?
So we can just go ahead and jump right in, y'all, okay? So if you had to describe dating in 2026 using just one word, what would it be and why?
Ladies first?
Of course.
Okay, delusional. I'm going to use the word delusional because, you know, I host a dating show, Kendra G Singles, and we got the new show coming out on the Oprah Winfrey Network, Dating Download. So I've been talking to single people for the last 6 years, and I think that you can find a unicorn faster than some of the men that the ladies tell me that they're looking for. So I'm going to use delusional.
So it's interesting that Kendra G went directly to the women and the issues that they have with the women. That's kind of a breath of fresh air, if I would say so myself, because typically when we get black women on these panels, they start with black men first. But Kendra G, if anybody, she definitely.
As soon as he said black women, y'all flinch. Y'all knew it was coming. I told y'all it was coming. I told y'all what type of content the man does. You know what I mean?
Knows
My
where the
ears
issues
perked
lie.
right.
And so I'm curious to see how she's going to continue this. This should be good.
I would say that it's just complicated. That would be the word, complicated. I think that.
And this young man here, he looks definitely familiar. I know I've seen him somewhere. He's been probably doing content for a while. I've seen him somewhere, but I can't put my finger on it. Pause. But yeah,
y'all be watching this. Y'all seen this. Why y'all be doing that shit? They be seeing other people content. And because I think he probably a older or bigger content creator than the Truth guy is relatively new. He might have a bigger platform. I'm not sure, but I know he do a lot of content with Ham. I see him with Ham before. This guy know who he is. It's just hard. It's just hard a lot of bigger content creators or older content creators to acknowledge the new ones.
he looks familiar. I may have seen a video or two of his. He looks like somebody I remember. I'm not sure, but let's continue.
We overcomplicated, if anything, so I would just go with complicated for sure.
I like that. Complicated and delusional.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So what would you guys say is the biggest misconception people have about dating today?
I think that we have unlimited options. Here's the deal. If you want something fun, you have unlimited options. If you want a weekend fling, I think you have unlimited options. But if you're thinking about something serious long-term, a person that if you're in the hospital tomorrow and they're showing up and you can't walk, how many people are on that list? That's not a long list. So I think we have the misconception that we just have so many options to choose from.
I'm in agreement, right? I think that a lot of women get the false belief that they have options that they actually don't. I think that a lot of women,
man, it's funny. They're still on the women. Okay. Wow. So they must be seeing the same things. I'm pretty sure he has this.
Let me ask y'all this. Yeah, I think content creators like Kendra G and the others is switching up their tune as far as leaning towards more not bashing, but talking like against the women more, or talking a little bit, like being more critical of women.
Kendra G was never really for the women's side. I from the time that she came out, I never took her as like pro woman. Not at all.
No.
No.
But I do kind of see that trend overall kind of on the uprise. And I don't know. I get it. We can be realistic.
That's Empress Carmen and the AI.
Oh, no, go ahead, girl, because you ain't said nothing in a minute. Go ahead.
I was working. I was busy. I feel like people are being more like, biased to the situation after hearing like the same talking points and having, especially like someone like Kendra G who like has to deal with that every night. I feel like she probably like, nah, I'm tired of y'all too.
She tired of being gaslit. Is that what you think is happening?
Yeah, because it's like so many times you're gonna play in my face.
Wait. Don't let LA do you like that. Don't let LA brainwash you. You know what I'm saying? What the hell?
No.
You just planted gaslighting in her, you know what I'm saying? Damn.
If we are being honest, if you watch Kendra's show, it's not just the women that are delusional. People in general in 2026 are delusional. The men are just as bad as the women to me. Like everybody thinks they have more options than what they do. And my thing is, if you had all these options, you wouldn't have hit Kendra's show.
Exactly. Right, you're here for a reason.
I just feel like being like interviewing different people night after night will just get you to that point where like, yeah, I'm tired. Like y'all need to stop trying to either gaslight yourselves or gaslight me. Now I'm finna give you the real and the raw. And sometimes that's how it comes out. It might sound anti, woman or whatever, but maybe she's just tired of hearing the bullshit. You know what I mean? Night after night. It's a lot. I can imagine.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ung says Kendra G is 100% pro women. She just being honest. What do y'all think?
I disagree, but we can have a difference of opinion. I think Kendra G is pro Kendra G, and her audience shows up. I will say that I've noticed she's stronger. I feel like her stance towards the women was stronger than when she would be encountering a delusional male. She would let the men think about how many times somebody like JP has hit her panel. How many men have come up multiple times? And no shade to JP, okay, right? I'm just using him because that's an example we know, right?
No, you
Been up
didn't.
there multiple times, having different things to say. She will let them sit and play on her channel and get the content out of them. I have not seen her do that with the woman hitting multiple times with these crazy stories. She's a lot shorter with us than she is with the men. She's a lot more patient.
You know what I think though is because it's two women, is the chances for shit going left and being nasty it happens. Her and the women go there with each other faster. The dudes, they just be being dumb, but her and the women, they might end up clashing on some personal shit. What I would say about Kendra though, I do think for some reason I think she take the women that come to her show more serious than the dudes. She probably think the dudes is just up there on some bullshit anyway. And most of the people who do be serious that I see that call in, mostly sound like the women. I seen hella dudes go up there on some content creation shit that wasn't really
Right.
trying to, you know what I mean? So the Unky said, Candy, you're right, but more women call in on that BS.
That's
I
true.
don't know.
I mean, more women I think are looking for
More women
dating.
call in general. Yeah. All right, let me play some more of this shit.
I Am Truth Hurts. So I'm pretty sure he has his own platform. So I guess he's saying the same thing. This is crazy.
And have a phone full of erections, pregnancy scares, but they don't have the options. Options to me is a roster full of men that want to marry you, court you, and treat you properly. I think one of the biggest problems with dating is they require things that they cannot provide for themselves as well.
But you know what? Sometimes women do provide what they're asking for, but that could be a challenge too, because we'll get women that
But you know what,
literally
though? Part of Kendra being a career woman, that might be affecting her dating life. But I like Kendra G I actually like Kendra G more than Tasha K as an entertainer, as a spokesperson. Cause Tasha K, I like her when she presenting some shit, but just chopping it up, Kendra G is good at that shit. I think she was like some radio personality before or
I
some
think
shit
so,
too,
too.
wasn't she?
Yeah,
Like
that's
she's
what I
good at
heard.
that shit. You know what I mean? Like when she talking, it sound like she a natural. You know what I'm saying?
Saying the same thing. This is crazy.
And have a phone full of erections, pregnancy scares, but they don't have the options. Options to me is a roster full of men that want to marry you, court you, and treat you properly. I think one of the
Can you
biggest problems
pause?
with dating is people.
'Cause I gotta do it.
Let me put it on full screen. You need a summer jam screen? Or you good?
So wait a minute. If options for women is a phone full of men who want to marry you, court you, and date you, does that mean that when men say they have options, you got a phone full of women you want to marry, court, and date? Or is it a bunch
No.
of chicks that you can exactly? So he's full of
Yeah.
shit too.
It's different.
No, but it's different. It's different. Come on. Can I tag team somebody? I feel like y'all might ambush me. I think
No,
it's different.
I had to
I
flip
think
that.
it's different. You see what I'm saying?
So
Y'all
why
might-
is it that men can claim options? Okay.
Yo, Empress Carmen.
Friday night lemon drop tonight is definitely
Carmen, you got
Oh,
to mute.
shit, I thought I was on
Friday night lemon drop on Wednesday. You know what I mean?
So
But I
okay,
think-
if we're gonna be fair, like I understand that biases and double standards exist, and I'm not trying to fight against them, but I'm just saying, in apples to apples, options to options, when men say that they have options, that means to me, when I hear it, multiple women that you can date at any time you want to, correct?
Multiple women that's willing to give you the pussy. Most women that's willing. Most women. Most women that you that's
Options
your options.
only equals pussy.
No, I'm trying to explain the science and you know what I'm saying, the science and the mathematics behind it, right?
Okay.
Most women that'll give you the pussy would be in a relationship with you. Most women that would give you the pussy, don't get me wrong, there's some that would just use a nigga for some, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they like an ex or somebody and want to rack up the no new people, they might double back, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, right? Most women that would give you the pum pum would be in a relationship with you. Do y'all agree or do y'all disagree?
No, I see what I kind of see where your logic is coming from now. Because
But on the reverse, I don't know if that is true. Because
No, I
most
feel
niggas is
you.
trying to fuck for as long as we can without,
yeah, for
you know what I'm
as
saying?
little as possible.
Well, what's the
like,
quality of the relationship?
yeah.
Like,
What do you mean equality? What do you
No,
mean
maybe y'all
quality?
just
What is this quality?
maybe y'all only mesh well, you know, having sex. And everywhere else it's just like
But
it
and
don't
that is
work.
true. And that's true, Carmen. But some women, not all, is not if y'all only mesh well with sex, some women would still be okay with being in that relationship and figuring things out later.
Oh, you got me
I'm telling you, even us, a lot of times this is how we end up in a relationship. We having consistent sex with a woman. She asks, "What are we?" And we end up in a relationship. You know what I mean?
Now we end up in a relationship.
In those
Yeah.
relationships.
Organically, we grew. We grew into
That's what he
relationship.
sounded
Y'all
Most
like
people
fucked
grow into.
trickery, and
y'all
I'm just
fucked
like,
into a
ain't nobody. Come
relationship.
on, guy.
It ain't no we grew into shit. Y'all only seen each other at night.
And you see what and look at this though. But that's how most of us was born. Most of us wasn't no plan. You know what I'm saying? Our parents was fucking around. They was doing the nasty, and then your mom's miss her period. You know what I mean? They didn't plan to have us. You know, but most of us. Shows to 18. He said the internet has made people delusional. The dopamine from popularity and likes and communicating with different people has made people delusional. What do y'all think about that? As the internet made people, I think we talked about this before.
That's because you can't get hit in the face. I told y'all they can't get touched.
Can't get touched, and the internet got instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's hell of everything is like right away. You don't gotta wait for no shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
And the validation. You get validation from the internet that you would never get in your real life. If I step
From-
outside and just look how I look today, nobody's going to be putting likes on like a picture. It's just me in person, right?
Yeah.
But if I take a picture and I angle that right, you know what I'm saying? Like the validation adds to it.
I'm sorry, that was funny. That's facts, though.
People just giving you thumbs up. People giving you likes. when you
Right.
see-
You at the gas station pumping your gas and thumbs up. You know what I mean? Like it's a little different.
Like
Yeah,
that's
I
your
do
thumbs
think
up in real life is like, you know, when people open the doors for you. And they like,
Mm.
you know, can I get that for you? Yeah, that's nice.
I don't know. I'll open the door for an old lady,
That's nice. That's nice of you. You should
but
supposed to
I'm
do
gonna
that.
like her pics on IG.
Oh,
No, we're talking about like real life gratification.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, I see what you're saying. You mean like that's how you get gratification, and how do dudes get gratification? Like we don't really be looking for the opening doors and shit like that.
A thank you
No.
after you open the door, a smile from a pretty woman.
That's what I would
Nah.
think. I was gonna say that. But
That's what y'all
I
complain about not getting now in real
Like
That
when y'all
is
compliment,
crazy.
if somebody walks
Say
past
thank
you,
you.
he smells nice.
Everybody
you
should
smile.
give each other pleasantries and shit. That
Yeah,
shit
but
is
it's the way
crazy.
you say. Oh,
If they can
shit.
handle it,
Hold on.
child.
She also the brownie. She said, "My validation comes from real life."
Why you gotta use that voice?
Right.
Cause
Why you gotta
the
be
last
girl
minute.
voice?
It's last minute to work on my brownie impression. You know what I'm saying? It's too
That's his
last.
girl
You are like
voice.
that.
That's fucked up.
I gotta work on my shit. But yeah, I don't think I don't know if guys get validation for shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think y'all would have to answer that. I don't think
Right.
I've never
Yeah, I
thought
don't
from
know.
the mind of a man on how you feel validated in real
Exactly.
life.
You never
You know
crossed
what?
my mind.
It actually is that LA kind of low key telling the truth though, because we do feel validated from appreciation. That's what we feel validated from appreciation, and like being able to bear witness to our results. We feel validated by our result. This is why I think a lot of men build like statues and all of these types of shit. You know what I'm saying? I think because we want to look back and feel validated, you know what I'm saying, of our shit, you know what I mean?
Statues built for each other and of each other.
No. We not better go. After Young Pharaoh, you know what I'm saying? Young Pharaoh done said a bad, you know what I'm saying, a bad tone. We not about to make them jokes. Why is LA Froze happy like she partying, like she in a happy hour? That's the happy hour freak.
Like she said, woo!
So that's that tequila. You know, DJ has selective chivalry. Interesting. Also the travel one. My validation comes from within, because I was always taught don't nobody give a fuck about you but you. That's a healthy way to do it. You know what I'm saying? And your validation should come. And let me take down LA. We got her up there crazy and shit. And your validation should come from within. But as social creatures, you can't help it, bro. I shouldn't hit that shit. I'm hitting too much song shit. But as social creatures, you can't help it. This is why they isolate us for punishment. They put you in the lockups. And then when you fuck up in the lockups, they put you in solitary confinement. So I think you gotta like consciously try to not give a fuck about the rest of society. I think it's something just in us. It's like dogs. Dogs care about each other validation too. You know what I'm saying? You know.
It's terrible. I also feel like they do that in like, you know, in the streets too. Like if you do something wrong, people are not gonna talk to you no more. They're gonna shun you. You're gonna be isolated from the pack.
That's a heavy punishment for people, being isolated. So the reverse, being rewarded, is getting the validation, the acknowledgement, the sense of belonging. Just like, oh yeah, I was talking about people who don't feel like they belong, they join cults. Because it's within us as humans to be part of like groups, like packs and shit. Like all creatures, like the dogs, a lot of mammals is like social creatures. Like we rely on our social structure to survive. You know what I mean?
Have you ever seen like they have videos on YouTube from like different psychologists where they talk about the effects of isolation on the brain? You ever look into that?
No.
You should look into it one day. Like if you just bored and want something to look over, like they talk about what happens to your brain after so solitary confinement and how it will impact you after so long of being in there.
What's some of the effects, if you could remember any?
Geez, DJ, now you put me on the spot. It's been a minute. I'll have to send it to you.
Yeah, I could pull up a quick. Let me do this. We could come back to this. We chilling.
I remember. I want to say Dr. Romney did it, and there's a black lady with natural.
There's a black lady, Dr. Tracy. You talking about Tracy Marks?
Yeah, she was the one.
Let me pull her up. She be having some nice short videos. There we go.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tracy Marks, a psychiatrist, and I make mental health education videos. It turns out our brains are wired for social interaction, and when we don't get it, the brain changes and you lose nerve connections in certain parts of the brain. Before COVID, this issue was more noticeable in older people who lived alone, cut off from their families, and maybe unable to talk. Researchers saw that the social isolation hastened the age-related cognitive decline and was a risk for developing Alzheimer's disease. But with COVID and the ensuing lockdown, we see the evidence of these brain changes in younger people. You may experience it as brain fog. Brain fog can be a lot of things, but in general, you can think and process information slower. You can have trouble finding words. You can feel mentally tired and draggy, even though you haven't done anything that's physically tiring. Why would social isolation do this? Your brain is made up of a network of nerves that connect to one another. The tighter.
You said pause it?
I don't think she meant to come off mute. She's still muted.
Who's there?
Carmen.
Oh.
The connections between the nerves, the better they are able to transmit signals from
in the building. I'm not sure what time what you hit the link at. What was your border address? Or you just chilling?
I'm just chilling, man. I come up here at 50% energy. It's ladies' night. I love me some candy. Pretty Prince is cool. I'm coming here at 50% because I went to church today. It's Wednesday.
Oh, amen.
I
Amen to that.
I go to church on Wednesdays. It's so I'm good. I just come over here to back you up, man, just so you wouldn't, you was
trying to jump in.
You was trying to, put some information out there, but you was on the island by yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I was going, we don't get as much. Heterosexual men don't get a lot of validation from likes. I think that's what I want to say. Gay man probably.
I don't know about that. Wait a minute, You saying most? You saying most?
Yes.
Okay.
Most heterosexual. We get our validations from the actual act, the outcome. I don't care about you liking my picture. I get my validation when you suck this dick. You know what I'm saying? Or when you buy me something or pay something. You know what I'm saying? I get my validation when you swipe that card, give me a pair of Air Max 90s, or you bust it down for me, or let me bust you down. You liking my picture? I'm clean like this. And you like my picture? That don't mean nothing. Cause you can like my picture and I never meet you in person, never see you. I could text you, you leave me on red, all that shit. So liking the picture don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? But
what about getting the number? What about getting the number?
That shit don't mean nothing.
But niggas feel validated. You telling me niggas don't feel validated by getting the number?
Back in our day, because back then when you got the number, you probably fucked. Back in the day when we had house phones, chicks didn't give you their number unless they at least like you, because you had to call their house. Now though, you get a motherfucking number, they really ain't got an answer.
So, how do you explain the men who thirst trap on like IG? Because it's a bunch of pages of men out there.
Those are niggas y'all should rightfully call sassy. Any nigga that's out here thirst trapping regularly, you could he got his shirt off, he biting his lips, and he's glazing all in the camera like this. You know what I'm saying? He got his pants pulled down a little bit to show the little V. I used to have that little V too. I ain't got it no more. I'm 47. But all them little niggas, if they a model, unless they a model. Is he a model?
I listen. All I know is they're on IG and they're out here trying to get all of the women's attention. And I'm like, if it's not for validation, what is it? Because when the women do it, I know what men say.
If
she's selling something.
If he thirst trapping, he probably tune it up too.
This is crazy.
Tuning it up for women?
No, for whoever's gonna give it to him.
I heard women be pegging niggas. No, you know what I'm saying? You never know. 2026.
Watch this. Let me address this one real quick. I love doing this. Didn't Man do skits and wigs before? Can you pull up your thing of Black Jesus, please?
Oh, I got you. Man, why is my shit slow? The wrong time to be moving is slow.
Because they love going this, love creating this narrative. In the skit, DJ saw the skit. In the skit, I was being Jesus.
Oh, come on, man. I know what you're talking about. Come on, man. They're not going to, bro, they're going to try to get, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, just to show how desperate people are.
You know what, Unc? I wouldn't even defend that shit because that is not like, I would just show the video. And then people, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not defending, I'm not even arguing. I'm just showing, highlighting how pathetic, miserable, and desperate some of these people social media are. They want to get a ooh-wee moment so bad, they would say something that makes literally no fucking sense. Black Jesus, you think that's that nigga real hair? You think that's that actor real fucking hair? I'm doing a skit as Black Jesus, and I'm supposed to be like this. When Black Jesus on the fucking show got goddamn hair.
Man.
Come on, man. Get a fucking.
I'm telling you,
life.
they're trying to trigger you, bro. Look at Aquarius is talking about living your truth.
I'm happy. This is the troll. I'm just showing. I like to highlight the patheticness of people. These some sad, miserable, pathetic people where you gotta make up stuff for entertainment, you're a fucking loser. I hope you choke on your fucking tongue.
Oh man, come on, man.
Crazy.
It's been a hostile month. We only in the
Dang,
16th.
okay.
You know,
Everybody
shit-
just been squabbling.
yeah.
People weird because of weird stuff like that. These people are so unhappy in their life that they will literally make up stuff to try to attack somebody. And you only can do two things. You can ignore, cuss out, or beat the fuck out of people like that. But since you can't beat the fuck out of them on the internet, you just ignore them, or you give them a little smoke sometimes. You give them what they're looking for. Because their lives are so dead and empty. They empty life motherfuckers. They get no joy, no pleasure. They credit score bad. They bills on they fucking ass. They fucking people they fucking with ain't fucking with them like that.
They don't got
ain't
no
got
walls in
man.
they
They ain't got no
pussy.
woman. They got all kinds of fucked up shit going on.
No
I'm sitting
walls,
over-
no edges.
I'm
No
sitting over
fucking-
here. I ain't worked in 6 years, motherfucker. I don't get up to go to fucking work, but I got all I got. Y'all miserable life motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? My legacy goes on. I got my 3 kids and I got my shit. Y'all and these miserable life motherfuckers who they dead inside they hollows, they shells of a fucking person. And to feel that emptiness in them, the only thing they can come and do is try to like fuck with people on it. Like Reese little loser ass, her little dookie booty dingleberry ass. This little lousy motherfucking bitch probably don't even, she probably wipe her coochie back to front. But she
Oh,
always
man.
on the internet talking shit. You wipe your pussy you wipe your ass back to front. But you on the internet trying to talk crazy to a grown ass man with his life together, bitch. Come on. You pissy pussy little girl.
Oh man.
It's up when it's up. This woman's not, but see, these people not women. I love and respect women. But
So what
bitches
is
can
Reese?
get it.
Oh man. Oh, come on, man.
But I'm done because these trolls. I'm done. I just had to have a little fun on them. Loser ass losers.
Yeah, let him live, man. Let Reese live. I'm working on Reese. She'll change one day. I've been asking the Lord, you know what I'm saying, to touch her heart. Let me take this shit down. Bring back up the Kendra G shit.
That they cannot provide for themselves as well.
But you know what? Sometimes women do provide what they're asking for, but that could be a challenge too, because we'll get women that literally do make $300,000, literally does have her own home. So now that's a requirement for a man. And then, you know, as a man, sometimes that man that matches her wage doesn't always select her in a romantic way.
So, and I'm glad Kendra G added that context to it because she's pulling from the anecdotal, right? We all know the statistics. There are far more $100,000 and up earners, black men, than black women. On her show, it seems like every woman that comes up there, they all earn $100,000. So her data may be a little bit skewed because when you look at the statistics around 40.
You know what's crazy, bro? I never seen so much women that made 6 figures until I watched Kendra G. And I never seen so much niggas that made 6 figures until I come to this space. Like I didn't know that 6 figure was so normal. You know what I'm saying?
People say that, but I can't name one person in this space that, except for the obvious people, that ever said they made 6 figures. I think of Valentine.
No, when
people say that all the time.
I'm talking about when I'm looking at these dating shows, a lot of dudes do say they make 6 figures, and a lot of women say that shit too. And
That's
it's like,
true, but
is
that's
it
not
only
the space.
is it because it's hard for people who make 6 figures to find somebody? Like, why is it so much of them got dating issues and broke motherfuckers? Is just, you know what I mean?
I don't think it's hard for a man to make 6 figures to get a woman. I never heard a man with 6 figures complain about getting women. Think about it.
I think it is harder for women who make 6 figures. And I know women in real life who make it and some men in real life who make it because of their profession.
A man
And
with 6 figures can get any woman that made 40 figures down there.
Yeah, a man with 6 figures is easier to get a woman with 6 figure could easily get a man too, but she's not gonna get a man. It's not as gonna be easy for her to get a man of of what she thinks she deserves, of her caliber that she, you know what I'm saying? She
Like
gonna
Unc
add
said,
it.
it's stiff competition. If you are a woman who makes six figures and you're competing with somebody who makes 40,000, but she got, the look or whatever, he might pick her first. Or you know what I'm saying? Like it could be a power struggle competing with, I make more money or you make more money. I don't know. What I see, I think the men who make six figures tend to date women who don't make that amount of money.
So you say most men that make six figures is not dating women that make six figures?
Not from what I've seen in my real life, no.
I could see that.
Yeah. Everybody can't be super busy. It takes a lot to get six figures in this economy. A lot of hours. 60-hour weeks easy. If I gotta work 60-hour weeks, I don't want my wife to work 60-hour weeks.
I'll do 60 hours a week if it's something that I enjoy doing for free.
I'll do that shit as the man, but I'm gonna need her to have more free time than me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want us both working 60 hours. We just both angry, miserable, tired, can't fuck each other. What's the point? We got
waiting
all
to
this
retire.
money.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got all this money, but don't do shit because we working hard as fuck. I'll if she want to work and desire to work and need to work, I work the 60 hours a week. You do your 35 to 40. You know what I'm saying? And we'll rock it out like that.
And I do agree with you, Drew. It's easier for like Cali and New York, places that the minimum wage is high. Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that six figure, that shit is not gonna look like six figure if you're living in the South. That
You don't
shit is
get the
gonna be
same in
gone
New York.
fast.
And six figures like 60K in New York and Cali.
Yeah. I showed you the Keon in the building.
What's happening, brother?
What's the word?
What's going on, Roger?
Did I just hear y'all say six figures is like 50K? Is that what it just?
In New York and LA.
Yeah.
Now I can pull. I did actually I did it on the show the other day. I typed in a simple question: how much should a person earn per state to live comfortably? And then they gave me a formula for what living comfortable means. It means 50% goes to your bills and all that stuff. 30% to discretionary money that's kicking it and shit, and 20% to savings. That's what if you can do that, that's how you live comfortably. So I said, how much does it take for a single person to live comfortable per state? And the lowest amount that came up was like $81,000 a year to live comfortable for a single person. And that was in like Arkansas or Alabama or some shit. And then I went and did another search, say, what does the average single person make per state? And it was nowhere near that 81 that was the lowest to live comfortable. And I took those data points and was like, oh shit, motherfucker, it's rough out here.
But it seems like these people that make this amount of bread, they got a harder time dating than the people who make less money.
Not the men.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, I would think that somebody who's got 6 figures, 7 figures, whatever the case may be, it probably would be a little bit harder because they can't just date anybody. You know what I mean? You can't just be out here fucking on, the girl at the McDonald's register. Like you can't do that. I mean, you can, but it probably wouldn't be smart for you to do that type of shit.
You don't have to go to that extreme, but you can get a social worker making 40 to 50K, a nurse making 50 to 60K, the low level CNA joint. You know what I'm saying? Just a normal chick, regular job. You don't have to be like fast food and shit, you know what I'm saying? But look at Yada Awakening, for example. He like 5 feet with bad skin, but he rich. And he got 2 wives.
Yeah, I remember.
He got bad skin.
Yo, did Fantasy Island girl? My fault. Did Fantasy Island girl go to Tasha Kendra G?
Well,
I thought she was married to a white man.
She definitely is.
So the Fantasy Island girl there.
She could have went and was looking for like an add-on. Sometimes people go on Kendra G and look for girlfriends for both of them. I ain't saying that's what she did, but just because she married don't mean she couldn't have went on there, because people do that. They go look, yeah.
Somebody got the link.
Yeah, the link is already in the thing. I got you. Probably on his phone.
Oh no.
So wait a minute.
Oh,
this is fantasy.
Maybe this old before she got married. Maybe that's how she found the dude.
It probably is old. I don't know if that's how she found the dude, but you know what? A lot of people go on this shit. Maybe she told her husband, because her husband knows she's a content creator. A lot of people go on this shit on some content creation shit. And Fantasy Island Girl know how to get some clout. That's one thing about Fantasy Island Girl. She know how to go up there and stir the motherfucking pot.
Fantasy's the homie, man. She cool as hell.
Yeah, Fantasy's cool. I fucks with Fantasy. Fantasy's very entertaining. Let me run this shit.
30 analyst Airbnb. Do you have any children?
Yes, I have 2 kids, 5 and 4.
By the same guy?
Yes, my ex-husband.
Hey, what kind of man you looking for, babe?
Candid man that's financially stable, is good with children, and doesn't want more kids, to be honest. I just don't want to have any more kids.
Does he have to look a certain way?
Yes. I want him to be polished. I'm polished. I want him to be a polished man.
Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Yes. I want him to make at least 6 figures.
You know, I men say you come.
When Fantasy said that, it looked like she was waiting for a response. You know what I mean? Because she from this space. She know that shit is some talking point.
Yes. I want him to make at least 6 figures.
You know, I men say you come with 2 kids and you want a man that makes 6 figures. Do you want to respond to that?
I make 6 figures. My children didn't stop me from making 6 figures. If you don't have children, there's no reason why you don't make 6 figures. Or if you do have children, you should be able to make 6 figures. I'm attractive. I'm put together. Like, I'm not asking for something that I can't get and I can't give.
30 analysts Airbnb.
Y'all notice that she didn't answer the question.
What was the question? I done forgot the question.
She was like, man would say, she said she wants 6 figures, which is her right. And I don't know if she got that or not, or her husband, but that's not my business. But that's her right. It's your right to ask for whatever you want. And all Kendra said, she just, since she do the show so much, she always let the women know what the kind of feedback she gets. So she was like, a lot of men would say, you got 2 kids, pretty much, why would a man with 6 figure want to come share his 6 figure with you and Nug and Don Quavius? And she got to talking about how she can earn 6 figures and get 6 figures. And that wasn't the question. The question was, why would the man that makes 6 figures want you? And that question is really, really hard to answer a lot of times on her show. They had to say something like, because I'm me or something. But that's not, that's a non-answer answer.
So why do y'all think what do y'all think is the main reason why they can't answer that question?
It takes self-reflection in reality.
I think she answered the question personally.
She said she's attractive. She makes 6 figures.
Right.
She's put together. I think, yeah. She did say something like that.
But it's women without 2 kids that have that. So keep going. It's
no, but,
it's a lot of women without $1 million too. Okay.
Right, and she's saying why she qualified, why she thinks she qualified.
No, the question was,
a lot of the time,
why would that man want you? And if you said because I'm attractive, true, but so is Keisha with no kids, so that's null and void. That cancels out.
But what if she's just looking for a man that got that amount of bread, that just looking for? She's saying she want a man who make bread and that want a woman that's attractive, a woman that she's just giving what she's looking for. She's like, I got what he want and he got what, you know what I'm saying?
It's nothing wrong with that. But the thing is that man probably, like, her options would be a little bit slimmer because that man, he'll have to be seasoned. Maybe a man in his 40s or 50s. And if he's making that type amount of money, he better have children. She'll probably attract.
But y'all acting like every nigga with 6 figure want the same thing. I'm saying every nigga. Let's say every nigga with 6 figure want 5 things. she probably listing attractive. She probably listing some of it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what she's looking for. The one that looking for that. The other 6-figure niggas that looking for other shit. She probably not looking for them niggas. You know what I mean?
I'm just gonna say
You ain't gonna find them on Kendra G.
I'm
Tell you
just
that
gonna
much.
say Kendra asked that question for a reason.
So
That's
let
what
me
I'm
ask
saying.
you, Unc. Are you saying that men who make 6 figures automatically, if you have a child, that should disqualify you?
No,
Or if you have
nothing's
children?
automatic. Nothing's absolute except for you grow old and die. And under the water, fish don't stink.
So why would you feel like her saying that she has 2 kids? Because I didn't hear you say about her.
I didn't say that.
Okay,
I said
let-
she didn't answer the question. It was a non-answer answer.
We could play it back. I think she answered
please
it, but
play it
she
back.
probably didn't answer it like directly. She gave a big answer. It was a long answer. Pause.
Have any children?
Yes, I have 2 kids, 5 and 4.
By the same guy?
Yes, my ex-husband.
Hey, what kind of man you looking for, babe?
Candid man that's financially stable, is good with children, and doesn't want
We'll wipe
more
your pussy
kids, to
right.
be honest. I just don't want to have any more kids.
Does he have to look a certain way?
Yes, I want him to be polished. I'm polished. I want him to be a polished man.
Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
Yes, I want him to make at least 6 figures.
You know, I think men say you come with 2 kids and you want a man that makes 6 figures. Do you want to respond to that?
I make 6 figures. My children didn't stop me from making 6 figures. If you don't have children, there's no reason why you don't make 6 figures. Or if you do have
crazy.
children, you should be able to make 6 figures. I'm attractive. I'm put together. Like, I'm not asking for something that I can't get. And yes, I want him to make at least 6 figures.
You know, I think men say you come with
Wait, let
2
me-
kids and you
That
want a man
wasn't no
that makes
question.
6 figures. Do you want to respond to that?
I make 6 figures.
That wasn't
My
a question.
children didn't.
Yeah, the question wasn't that.
Wasn't the
That wasn't the question. The
It was a
question was
statement that-
telling her was she. Yeah. The question was sizing up. It wasn't even a question. What was the question?
It wasn't no question. It was a statement.
It was a statement, and then the question. It wasn't a question. It was asking her to
respond to it.
expound on the statement.
Yeah.
Facts.
Well,
So-
that's something that's close enough. She said something to her that required her to respond, and she didn't respond properly.
I think she did though.
I just don't think I just don't think she responded the way that you like it. personally.
Y'all just heard her. Y'all heard her say 4 or 5 things that didn't want a response. Then at the end, she said, "I'm attractive." All that other stuff. She started talking about herself.
She said she attractive and she make that amount of
That
money
was at
too.
the end.
Can I ask a question real
Because
quick?
the focus is that she has 2 kids, and she wanted to know how she responded to that. And she was just like, "Yes, but I'm good. I'm attractive.
that
I'm
wasn't a
well
question?
put together. I make
We
6
could play it
figures."
back. It's a short clip.
It was a question. It was a question.
Hey, DJ.
Before you play it back,
I got you. It was the question. She said men would say, "Why would a blah 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 blah?" That's the question.
No, she said a lot of women come up here with something like that. Paraphrasing.
Run it back.
Paraphrasing.
Run it back. It was a question.
Hey, DJ. And
Go ahead
and
on,
another
eat
thing.
candy.
Can we Google or not Google? What's that other thing people use for AI? Can you do
GPT.
that? Chat GPT to see the amount of people that make 6 figures in the United States.
I already did
I
that. It's
can
like
look it up 'cause I'm on there
900,000.
now.
How much percentage? 900,000 is how much percent?
900,000. Or it's something like that. People make over 100K. It's real bad.
Because when we talking 6
Yes,
figures,
people,
that is
all
100K
races,
minimum.
All nationalities, both genders, age ranges, sexualities, all that is really, really a low number. If you make over 80 some K, you're in the top 25% of earners, believe it or not.
18 to 20% of U.S. workers make
A lot of people-
6 figure or more.
And that goes to show you what I was saying about the internet. A lot of people, the internet is now influencing people like television did to us back in the day. A lot of
that's
these
men,
different
women, by the
content
way.
creators, and different things like that are telling people what they should be having, or what people. A lot of people is coming from this idea that, oh, I deserve this, or this is what I'm entitled to, without even fully understanding the landscape of the economy and the way that the economy runs. You know, it's a few people that make 100K, but you don't run into those people on an everyday day-to-day
And not on no Kendra G show. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Definitely
Kendra
not
G
on no
thing.
Kendra G. So
That's where I would disagree with you, 18s, because if, like, let's say you're a doctor, and I'm not talking PhD doctor, I'm talking about medical doctor. You would date within your career field because that's where you're more likely to run into people who make the money you make, right?
Yeah.
No, because men not worried about that. We date who got the perky titties and the fat ass and the flat
That
stomach
is
and who
true.
look like
That
we
is
like.
true,
We're
Candy.
not worried
I'm talking
about.
about from a woman's perspective.
Oh,
I'm not
well,
talking
that's a problem. She gonna have to fix that though, because them niggas might not want her, or they might already be married because they that kind of brother.
But let me
You
ask
gonna
y'all
have to
this
share
to
him.
that same thing, right? On average, don't most people date people in their work field? Like on average?
On average,
No,
yes.
that's
Let me
yeah.
look that up. Let me
But
look.
when
it up.
I
would
when I
think
was
so,
in the
yeah.
military, before I got married, I didn't used to fuck the military girls.
We talking about
That's
most
you.
people,
We
though.
gotta look
Right.
that shit up.
You gotta
I used
look
to
at
keep my
most.
Because when I worked in warehouses, everybody was screwing.
You know,
In those
Hell yeah,
warehouses,
me too. When I
everybody.
worked in
About
warehouses.
proximity, convenience,
Not everybody.
having things in
But
common.
men throw a wide net. It's cool if I find a pretty
Mm-mm.
fine chick that work in my field, but if I'm going to buy some shoes from Foot Locker and I see a baddie in that bitch with some hazel eyes, I'ma holler.
I take that back. They said 10 to 20% of couples first met at work. That's the only way they. Because whilst I was typing in, I was trying to figure out how they would even be able to calculate that shit. So they're saying 10 to 20% of couples first met at work.
Think about DJ. When you meet your girl, anybody up here dating somebody or dated somebody in the last 2 or 3 people that they met from work?
Nah, but it's common
I
though.
don't
It's
think you
common for
should
people
date
to
at
start
work.
fucking around at
Oh yeah,
work.
fucking yeah.
But dating, I think one of them would have to leave the job for that shit to work.
Yeah, well, I know a couple people that got married based off somebody that worked. It's all about, like what LA said. It's about proximity. Hell, it's been people that they married on here because of proximity. It's people
I
that
know, but
they.
y'all taking rarities though and building points off of rarities. Even the people getting married off here, it's exceptions to the rule, not the rule.
No, I'm just saying, like when it's in close proximity, it happens a lot more often than people think.
No,
Because
people
those
are-
are the people that they
Yes,
around the
people
most. Just
work
like
a lot.
People are dating close proximity, but I don't know if they're necessarily tied
just-
and not if it'll last that
Because
long.
of social media and cars
It's
and cheap flights, proximity don't mean what it used to
okay,
mean.
no, I get what you're saying. Where a lot of people that went to high school, when they have their high school sweetheart that they stayed with, they met her because of proximity, because they went to the same school. They were
I
seeing
think
each other every
proximity still
college.
exists, bro. Even virtual proximity, even if
That's
it's not
true.
geographical proximity, I still think proximity exists, bro.
Oh, yeah,
because
but
you
virtual
spending time with the
proximity-
opposite sex on the regular. Come on, bro. It's only a matter of time for you know what I'm saying we start intermingling. You know what I mean?
Virtual proximity is an oxymoron, like saying real live ghosts. I saw a real live ghost.
No, I get what you're saying, but we can hear each other's voices on here. We speak. You get an idea of people's
No,
personalities.
no, I'm not saying you can't connect. I'm just
Bro,
saying.
because that's like saying manosphere adjacent. We not even adjacent because we not know none of us ain't physically close to each other. So proximity.
I don't get none of that shit. I don't know.
So virtual
I never in life
proximity
claimed
could
to be in the manosphere.
I think virtual proximity could be a thing because the people that work at home, I could see when they in the at home back room. Because even when I trained one time for this at home gig, a lot of people was getting a little familiar with each other. So I could see people getting together after working at home, online classes and shit like that.
I'm not saying it don't exist and it don't happen. I just want to say something for all the people that listen to the sound of my voice. I don't be speaking in absolutes. I'm not saying proximity don't happen now. I'm just saying these days, because of technology, proximity ain't the big deal it was in 90.